Action! Ho there, kitties. Welcome back again for another roving episode of Dare Danger Dan. And man, are those dares coming on in. What do we have today? Let's take a look here. We got Kristen Pallister. You want to see Buffy the Vampire Slayer in a Super Mario level? Love it. We got Rose, dared me to draw a guy walking a blowfish on a leash. And we got Rick and Prudence. They want to see a tomato man and an octopus man. So I think I can do that. We're going to see if we can fit all those elements into this one canvas here. All right, Dare Danger Dan. So I'm going to start with the hardest part of all, which is drawing Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm just going to go out on a limb and guess that you wanted to see the Sarah Michelle Gellar version of Buffy. I personally am more of the early 90s film, but definitely got to have mad respect for old Sarah Michelle Gellar. So let's see if I can do it. I guess that kind of looks like her. We got a little button nose here, our chubby little face for our 90s sweetheart. All right, what vampire killer isn't complete without her wooden stake? All right, so yeah, there's an original Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie long before the show. I believe it was either the late 80s, early 90s, something like that. Different actress, slightly different premise, but definitely a teenage girl who kills vampires. And my favorite appearance in it is actually Paul Rubens. You might know him as Pee Wee Herman, plays an unrecognizable vampire in it with a goatee, real sleazy, a real hilarious cameo. All right, so she's got to be killing somebody. Let's see, what's on the old list again? Ah, yes, let's do I don't know. Since we're in the Mario level here, I think I'm gonna go for a Goomba. I know it ain't a vampire, but hey, what the heck, you know? We got our spooked out Goomba over here, about to get staked through the mushroom cap, I guess. So what do we got now? We got let me see if I can find the dare. That's not the one. What did I do with it? Anyway, we got, I think we gotta do a guy walking a blowfish, right? For Rose? All right, let's do that. And since Rick and Prudence wanna see a tomato man and an octopus man, let's make one of those guys walking the blowfish. I think I'm gonna go for the tomato man, actually. All right, just a normal day in Super Mario World. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, destroying Goombas left and right. We got a tomato man walking his pet blowfish. What else we got going on here? Let's do our squid, oh no, octopus man. Let's do our octopus man next. So in what way is this octopus man not Cthulhu? The answer, it lies inside your heart. So just look inside and find that answer yourself, kitties. Everywhere this poor octopus man goes, he gets mistaken for Cthulhu. It just happens to him every day. All right, since he's in Mario World, we're just gonna give him one of those power-up flowers there. All right, what next? Well, we gotta make this a little more Mario World-y, huh? So let's add some question mark blocks and whatnot. I am indeed a huge Super Mario fan. I like the entire Nintendo universe. Big fan of Shigeru Miyamoto's work in general. I love his illustrations. Anyway, you cut. All right, I think we need a little more of the local creatures here. Let's see. From like a power-up mushroom. Now, I'll never forget my first time playing a video game. The year was, I want to say 1986, maybe 85, 1986. And I guess in the middle of the night, my uncle had visited while I was sleeping and dropped off the original NES with Super Mario Brothers, the original. A couple other games too, but like WrestleMania. I think Duck Hunt was attached to the game. But anyway, so I remember waking up at like 7 in the morning and I saw my sister and my mom sitting in front of the TV playing what I perceived as they were playing a cartoon, and I was blown away. I was like, are you literally playing a cartoon? That's crazy. I never heard of anything like it. Of course, I was like a little younger than 2 years old, but anyway, let's just say I fell in the first hole like every single time, no matter what. I did make it over the first Goomba after a few tries, but oh, that one. All right, so So I bet you're all wondering, hey, how do you just come up with all these images off the top of your head? I do cheat a little bit. So I have here my cheat sheet, if you want to take a look. Yeah, I kind of got to do a little research before I get started so that I don't get lost. I just want to make sure I'm entertaining and somewhat accurate for you, the viewer. Now you know my Danger Dan secret. All right, so what's Tomato Man's destiny here in the Mario world? Is he destined for a recipe? And if so, is Mario gonna turn him into spaghetti and meatballs? That's a good question. Yep, this tomato guy would make a good sauce. Or a good friend. It's up to you, the viewer. Why don't you send your votes in? Should we turn our tomato friend into a sauce or into a friend? Send your votes. So did you know that the dolphins actually use blowfish as a recreational drug and a toy? Honestly, it's kind of cruel and humiliating. So any of you out there that think that dolphins are like morally sound creatures, oh no, they're not. They do very bad things to the poor blowfish. Speaking of cartoons and lies, it's really funny that like one of my best friends, Brendan, hates cartoons. Like he just hates them, all of them, no matter what. Yeah. Just hates them, and I'm like, dude, I'm pretty much a cartoon. He's like, oh, you're okay. I don't know, man. All right, I'm gonna stop myself there. I'm pretty happy with it. What do you think? All right, so here we are with our completed Danger Dare, and we have Sarah Michelle Gellar as Buffy the Vampire Slayer in a Super Mario level. Thank you, Kristen, for that Danger Dare. We have an Octopus Man and we have a Tomato Man. Thank you, Rick and Prudence. And then we have Rose Danger Dared me to do a man walking a blowfish on a leash. So I just made the Tomato Man the one walking the blowfish on the leash. And the rest of it is just the Super Mario level. We have our Goomba vampire, if you will. I feel happy with this. I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I'll have a lot more fun drawing all the dares coming my way. Coming soon, coming from you.